What city do you live in? Currently, I'm living in Shanghai, and I've just moved here for about 2 to 3 months only. And since Shanghai is like one of the most modernized cities in China and is also a metropolis, so I guess I could enjoy my life and start over again here. And the next question is, do you like this city and why? Of course, I would say I love this city, otherwise I won't move here. And I do believe this city has like very different perspectives and aspects for me to explore more, because now I'm a freelance IELTS teacher. I don't have much opportunity to explore more about the city. But anyway, so far so good. I could hang around with my friends during the weekends, and there are so many entertaining activities for youngsters. Yeah, I love this city. The next question is, how long have you lived in this city? As I've mentioned, I just moved here, so I've been living here for 2 to 3 months. And hopefully I could continue my life here in the following 2 years or 5 years time to see how it goes. The next question is, are there big changes in the city? Well, it's really hard for me to say, because I remember the last time I visited Shanghai was with my friends around 5 years ago, before the pandemic, before I graduated. So at that time, I visited this city as a student, as a visitor, which is quite different from where I am now. I'm like one of the residents here. So I guess this kind of feeling really makes this city looks very different to me. Of course, there are so many buildings constructed and even a new metro line was established. Still, for me, living in Shanghai at the moment really feels like maybe it's the area where I'm living. It just feels like down to earth, and people could walk their dog after work, and it's just like a lively small town from where I live. Yes. And the next question is this city your permanent residence? Well, it's really hard to say. I mean, nothing is so definite, and it's really hard for us to predict the future. Hopefully, I guess in the following 5 to 10 years, I want to live in Shanghai and to, pursue my own dream and to get to know more people. But who knows? I mean, maybe for the next 2 years, I could also switch to other cities and to experience very different city lives than the one in Shanghai. It's just hard to say. And the last question is, are there people of different ages living in this city? Yes, definitely. It's such a big city that contains a large population. People of all ages are living in Shanghai. But relatively speaking, I guess maybe young generations, they take up more proportion of the population in Shanghai because it is more suitable for youngsters, for those who actually want to pursue their dream, and there are so many job opportunities available for them. Whereas for old people who have already retired, Shanghai is not like the perfect choice for them to live a very relaxed and peaceful life, isn't it?
What city do you live in? Well, I live in a city located in the southwestern part of China called Chengdu. You might have never heard about this place, but it's the home to our national treasure, giant panda. And we're also famous for the Sichuan cuisine. If you're a spicy food lover and you really wanted to see the lovely pandas, you should start packing up. Do you like this city? Why? Definitely, I'm a local here. I was born and raised in the city, which means I've been here for over 20 years. I've got all my beloved people here, my family, my friends, classmates. All my beautiful memories are rooted here. Besides that, I'm a foodie and I cannot live without spicy food. So I guess this is the best place I can find in this world for me to live in. How long have you lived in this city? Well, as I said, I've been living here for over 20 years because I'm a local. I was born and raised in this place. I would say I pretty much spent my entire life here. Are there big changes in this city? Well, I suppose there's a huge change over these years. If my memory serves me right, I still remember before I went out for college, the city was rather small. I can travel around the city within an hour. But during that period of time when I was studying abroad, every time when I came back, I found there's a big change in my local area. You know, there are more large shopping malls and companies. Also, many of the tourist spots and attractions were refurbished. And after I returned a few years ago, I found the south part of my city has already become a concrete jungle. So yeah, there's definitely a magnificent change here. Is this city your permanent residence? Well, I think it's hard to say, but I wouldn't say that it would bother me if I stay the rest of my time here. Because I do love this place and I'm so familiar with everything here, even though I don't really like the weather because it's always cloudy. Perhaps I might move to some sunny cities in wintertime, but I would always come back.